Thankfully, I have a hotspot, although not that great. Yeah, thankfully we do, because I have literally no internet at all today, basically. So we are very much so running on fumes, I guess you'd say. Yeah, it ain't looking good for us. So I figured in today's video, I would, be honest, I haven't figured out what we're doing in today's video. I was hoping the team list would, help, but the best I've got is like Xilonen and Wriothesley right now. I mean, never mind. We got this. My favorite Xilonen team. All right, let's go. I'm really struggling on this one. All right, so this is my favorite Xilonen team, and the reason why I say that is because this is something that you had to do previously with a very annoying setup overall. Yes, I murdered the capybaras, so what? So the reason why this is my favorite Xilonen team is before, Xilonen existence and also, Mavuika's existence, you would have to, if you wanted to melt with, Wriothesley and have him have a whole bunch of buffs that Xilonen, has, and, with the red shred, you'd have to use Kazuha. And Kazuha is not that great because the amount of, shenaniganry that you have to do in order to get the team to work, it really wasn't worth it. Now, there is a lot of less shenaniganry that has to happen through this team, and it's very, very competitive against the Kazuha team. The only reason why I say very competitive instead of just outright better is because the Kazuha team, my C2 Kazuha, gave me 200 elemental mastery. It was pretty crazy. But now all we have to do is do this, and then we'll go ahead and have this, and, you can, I guess I'll show this off really quickly. You can do this, right? That is an option. 1.2 million there, and then, yeah, boom, boom. Okay, and then, yeah, boom, and then 300,000 there, and then, yeah, we'll have another boom. Well, I guess we didn't do that well, but, yeah, it's a little weird. It is. I'm not gonna lie. Definitely a little weird. You definitely, I mean, did you see the damage that we total did? Like, the total damage for this team, like, when you do that, it theoretically is better. It genuinely is better. Sad to say, but yeah. Generally, when you do, force out a Mavuika melt, it is generally better. So, you kind of have to, go ahead and work with that the way that it is. And we're going to go ahead. We're not going to force out a Mavuika melt with the 1.2 million damage, which honestly is really high. I mean, that's another reason why I love Mavuika, is that just she makes other DPSs good because it doesn't matter how low Wriothesley's damage is after that 1.2. All you need to do is play him, and you can still get a good clear time. And it's not like, oh man, I'm not even playing a Wriothesley team anymore. I'm playing a Mavuika team. No, that was still pretty much a Wriothesley team. The only difference was that you melted with Mavuika's burst, and it did so much damage. That's really where you're at there. So let's go ahead and let's do a non-shenaniganry. Like, this is literally zero shenanigans. Let's go. We have all this. Boom. The only thing I could say is that, we want an attack percent stance there instead of EM that I'm running on Mavuika. And then, obviously, we can see the issue here with that. And then we'll go ahead and do this, and boom, with another 300,000 or 200,000 there. And then, yeah, it's a little tough, but, I mean, we did around, 2.5 million damage even on that team because, I mean, you could see the capybara's health. I'm pretty sure he didn't take any, true damage is what it's called. It's a physical number, and it hits from him for 500,000. I'm pretty sure he didn't take any of that. But I mean, that genuinely is my favorite Mavuika team because Wriothesley, he holds a special place in my heart. This man, I really wish he was one of the more dominant characters in the game. I actually love this, character, and I love basically, if we were to look at every single aspect of the character when it comes to voice acting, when it comes to, all the aspects in story, and then you go into gameplay, Wriothesley would probably be my highest overall average that I would give any single character in this game, because I genuinely like him. I like every aspect of him. I don't really think I can say is bad. Okay, and we can actually see, this is a little bit of an iffy, scenario. Obviously, we're here and we're, doing the Abyss Lectors, and obviously this guy, beyond that point, he's not gonna have anything that we can doing here. This is, I would say not necessarily a bad, setup for Wriothesley, but it's not great, definitely wouldn't, want this. And also, I should mention 60% crit damage from my C2 Xilonen is very nice. No matter how you slice it, I mean, it's just a very nice thing to have. So let's go ahead and do that. And there we go. That guy's gone. And then now we have this. So yeah, a little bit iffy now that we're melting with Mavuika rather than Wriothesley, but I don't think it really matters because the guy's got so much damage reduction right now. All right. So I was hoping that we'd have a little bit of a different thing there. And let's go ahead and pop that, and we'll pop this, and we'll pop this. Okay, and all right, so that's that. Hey, come here. Okay, well, okay. All right, well, we almost got there. Yeah, we almost did it, chat. Don't worry. Yeah, that was really, really bad. Okay, and now Bennett just has no energy, thanks. All right, yeah, let's just get him out of here. Just get out of here. We did it. I don't know if that was Verissa, because I'm experimenting with the Verissa team right now, and I just want to see her in the first half. Honestly, it didn't work great against the Tulpa. You just don't have enough Electro for Chevy to apply. Like, you put Electro onto the Tulpa, and it doesn't, like, from what I saw, it wasn't able to do that. But now, we should basically be home free. So yeah, I would say this is my favorite Xilonen team, kind of, because it is just, it helped out Wriothesley so much, and I feel like a lot of people, because they don't have Wriothesley, really underrate how good Xilonen's durations are. I think a lot of people don't have Wriothesley and don't understand the state that this guy was in before. Before we were running Fiorina with Xiangling, with Bennett, like, you have, like, I mean, Fiorina wasn't that bad. There were some chances where she would end up screwing over Wriothesley. Like, there wasn't like 100%, you know, but it was a very low chance that it would happen. It's happened to me a couple times, but I had used that team quite a bit. And it wasn't necessarily super strong. And Mavuika's fixed this, and then also Xilonen. So overall, Wriothesley after Natlan got a lot better, and I feel like I don't see anybody talk about that. I really do not. And I think that's mainly because so many people are just like, Wriothesley's mid. I think the general consensus is that this guy's just mid and not even on the level of other DPSs nowadays. But I do think that a lot of people, are still stuck in Fontaine, where he had a lot weaker of a team, whereas now he does not. He has a very fluent and like the team just flows, right? There's not really issues that are shown in the team, and it shows like how easy it is to play this guy now. And especially if you're someone who has a C1, that is certainly like where I compare characters with their C1 or their R1, whichever one is better, because of all the Hu Tao mains who really like save for Homa, save for C1, right? And so many Hu Tao mains consider, like, if you're playing Hu Tao and you're playing her in her charge attack playstyle, you better have her C1, right? So a lot of people want to, sit there and say like, oh yeah, this is that. So I just figured for every character from now on, this was something that I thought of even before I started YouTube. I'm just going to like compare characters at this level. And, I got lucky on my Wriothesley summons. My initial was like C1, R1, because that's generally, in Fontaine where I stopped. I think C2, R1 is probably, oh no, didn't I get Ito no, C2, R1 Ito was the first, like, my major whale character. I still have not gone beyond that. I have never gone beyond a C2, R1 on their initial banner without being like incredibly lucky, like my Wriothesley, who I got in like 20 pulls. I got these two constellations because I believe his banner had like a 4-star that I wanted. Here, I'll quickly look it up. No, what it was that I had all the 4 stars on his banner C6, and I was like, well, I'm gonna summon for Fiorina, and if she has 4 stars that I do not have, like, if I don't have, the 4 stars on Fiorina's banner, I'm not going to get as many summons. And I was like, okay, I need to kind of do the summons on Wriothesley banner and get a couple refunded summons. And, yeah, so that's how that happened. So, yes, this is my favorite Wriothesley team overall. This team just, it works out so well. And nowadays with Ian-san, the only issue is it's got Bennett instead of Ian-san. Preferably, if I really wanted to be like, this is my like true favorite team, if it was, I would want Ian-san here instead of Bennett, but you can't count on Wriothesley moving enough for that to actually happen. So you don't really want to go ahead and like, put Ian-san here. But yeah, that would be what I want, because so many other characters like are easily able to use Bennett. And then Mavuika, a lot of other DPSs nowadays use Mavuika. It's just what's going to happen. But I mean, she is legitimately the only option I see for Wriothesley, because I'm not running Xiangling. I tried running Xiangling with Verissa, and that is the main reason why I quit. totally not because Xilonen can't climb the pillars, and that, you know, you can't really do anything beyond that. Like, you could try and jump, but you don't have enough height, really, with Wriothesley's, like, you know, plunge, because you gotta have to... Because Wriothesley will plunge at the enemy, but you can't, like, move over to the pillar before you're, like, too low to get onto the pillar, so... I almost did the full floor 12, but no, I didn't. So, yeah, I'm gonna stop, you know, babbling on, because I really do need to upload this video, because I have no idea when I'm gonna have internet. So, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. Okay, I looked at my 19 ping, and I said, huh, that's a little weird. I have internet now. Alright, well, I already recorded the video, so, yay.